Now, you've got to go till it pops the welds. All wrapped up in the Funk Motorsport wrap. 3-cylinder, front wheel drive, 4-speed. It's looking like an engine bay full of stuff. Right, hello. Another video. I'm working on the Fiesta again, Project COMPO. Obviously the last one I painted up all the bits. My plan was to sort out the dash, sort out the heater, wire up the gauges, put some coolant in it. However, I'm still concerned about the amount of heat I'm going to get off of all of the turbo bits. So yeah, with the big exhaust, the two turbo housings, and the wastegate and downpipe and screamer pipe, I've obviously started doing some heat management with all the Funk Motorsport parts. However, the boys Funk Motorsport have also supplied me with a big patch of the gold reflective heat tape. It's got a layer of fiberglass in it. I'm going to stick that on the underside of the new bonnet, newly painted bonnet, and then I've also got 2 rolls of this carbon titanium mix exhaust heat wrap. So I'm going to attempt to neatly wrap up the manifold, and I think I'll have enough. To do the screamer pipe and a downpipe, and then I can put the blanket back on it, and that should give us a good amount of protection, hopefully, from how hot this is all going to get. But then whilst the turbos, so I've got to quickly whip the exhaust manifold and the turbos off and get the downpipe out of the way. Whilst I'm doing that, I can get to the clutch pipe that I wanted to cover up, and then have another look at the TPS, because I've made a little heat shield for the TPS, but it is really close, and last thing I want is for that to melt. So I can rewrap that, maybe put some of the gold tape on the little stainless steel plate that I've made, and then at least I've tried, I can say I've tried to prevent there from being any issues with the heat. So yeah, annoying that I've got to take it all off, but at least if I do it properly, then I can put all of the last water pipes and heater pipes in, and then fill it up and not worry about having to take all of the heater system out the way to get to the exhaust bits. Okay, so I'm going to use some of this wrap. I prefer it when it's wet. So I've soaked it in a bit of water, and on the Funk Motorsport website they tell you to fold over the ends like that. I might just tidy that up with a pair of sharp scissors. Again, make sure you've got gloves on. So you've folded it over to give you a neat end, and then you just start wrapping it up. Try and get it as tight as you can. You don't have to do it wet, but I seem to find it pulls a lot tighter with it, and then it'll dry off. Yeah, just do the same and fold it off at the end. And you just tie it off with these metal ties. They're like metal zip ties that come with the kit. Okay, so that's the exhaust, downpipe, screamer, all wrapped up in the Funk Motorsport wrap. I do just need to tidy up that bit on the cone, but I've got an idea for that, which I can put on after the exhaust manifold's back on the car. And I've also made a little heat shield here out of stainless steel to cover up the slave cylinder on the clutch, and done the old gold wycombe tape on my little shield down here, and a bit of protection on the crank position sensor, because that is literally right next to the downpipe, as you can see. And then everything else is in the vicinity of the turbos and all the hot stuff has got some degree of protection on it. So fingers crossed it doesn't all melt and cause me problems. So now just a case of bolting everything back on, pulling all the cables out the way, and then yeah, I can finish off plumbing up bits, sort of bit more out on the wiring up here. Inlet can go back on, water can go in the coolant system, and then yeah, we're actually properly close then. The downpipe, heat blanket, manifold, heat shields, all in. Here you can see how tight everything is, and that's without the radiator in yet, and the screamer pipe going down, and all the water pipes have got to go in yet. Tight. Radiator's back in. Right, so next up, I've got the screamer pipe, and I've just welded a little captive nut on my little bracket, so I can clamp it up the top, slide it down, and then it bolts onto my, you just about see it down there, my little bracket right down there with all the holes in, and that should hold it steady when it's shaking about and vibrating all over the shop. Also added the top hose, which obviously touches the air filter, but it's all in there. CPS wire, had to cable tie it to the bottom hose so it doesn't flap onto all the hot pipes. Next I've offered up this boost pipe to try and work out, I need to get a boost feed off of the little turbo. I had to blank it off after I put the V-band clamp on the front of it and welded that on, but I still need to get a some form of union out of here so that I can run the internal bypass wastegate, so through some form of boost controller or bleed valve. So what I'm going to have to do, I was thinking I could do a similar little boss to this and TIG weld that in, but then I realised if I welded it onto this pipe I then wouldn't be able to get it through the bulkhead. So I think I'm going to have to take the housing off and then drill and tap something out of, it's quite thick, I'll drill and tap down here and wind a union in. But yeah, it's all getting there, getting rather tight. Just finished off tidying up some of the loom as best I can, and then once I've sorted all this stuff out, this boost pipe can go on for the final time. All the brace is now tightened up, so this isn't going anywhere. Yeah, fans all wired in, radiator's all properly bolted up. Then the inlet can go on. All of the coolant lines are pretty much done, so I can fill her up with water. And then we should be able to hopefully take it for a maiden voyage. Well, maiden voyage, since I've put the 2 turbos on it, and the 6-speed, and the new wheels, and the new suspension, and the new seats. Just popped down to Powers again, and just catching up with Zach, seeing what he's up to. Working on 2-stroke Saab. It's pretty crazy. 3-cylinder, front-wheel drive, 4-speed on the column shift. You won't fire it up?
Nah, it'll kill us both.
The smoke.
We pushed it in because the smoke was
that bad?
Yeah. It sounds jokes, but...
Does it sound like a 2-stroke like motocross bike?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It looks like a tin toy.
Yeah, well, it is, isn't it?
He's working on the Project Sleeper. All of the Omex has come off now, and he's making a new inlet manifold. He's going to be making a new radiator. Are you doing a new intercooler as well for it?
I might do to see how we get on with everything else really. It's on the list, but it's near the bottom.
What are you working on now?
Just doing a bolt-in baffle front plate.
And this is for bump. It's Super Sport.
I don't normally do these as bolt-in, but somebody wanted a bolt-in one, so they'll get a bolt-in one.
We'll have a look at your inlet. That's come out well nice.
So far so good.
Mm. So you're just going to grind all those welds back?
Yeah, I got all the inside smooth.
So this is Gibbo's inlet for his Mark III Fiesta Turbo, and that's before, and this is what's going to be after. So you've got to mount that like
Yeah. Yeah, he's eyed it all up in the car, and it surprisingly looks like it fits quite well. So.
Wicked. And you've got a. Yeah, you just do the fuel rail in the normal pace. Are you running? Is you running these injectors in it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a Siemens Decker style. Whether they are. Yeah.
Got the wycombe tape. Nice.
Big them runners I've got now that I've done.
The tube ones are really thin and they break.
Yeah, I'll definitely get some.
Is it working?
They do an ECU as well. Yeah, sort of. I might have to do it again a little bit.
Doing the big boy mod on the seats. Keep going. You can go a bit wider than that. You've got to go till it pops the welds. We maxed out the bottle jack.
Hang on, I've got
Put that
another
a bit of
bit.
wood in there.
No, it's only catching my legs here. Fucking thing. The other seat's alright.
Yeah, we got these wheels in the back here, we took it out and it was gone.
This is cool, man. So it's a 2.5
2.5.
with a welded diff,
Roll diff.
and it come with a hydro.
Yep. E46 bottom arms. It's got some mod done to the.
It's got top mounts on it.
No, it's got full.
When it goes to a
full,
proper track, I
full
think you do a little bit
coilovers.
on the road.
Oh, wicked. Does the job.
Does worse.
And it's got fiberglass arches on it.
Well, yeah. We don't like them. We don't
No.
like them at all.
Oh, that's pretty sick. This is, as I said, this is what me and Adam should have gone and bought, just to like get the hang of it
For
all.
the money, you can't go wrong, can you?
No.
'Cause we're just going to crash it anyway. You know what I mean? So.
You've done it all wrong, mate. What you want to do is keep sending fucking mid-Sierra.
Minto.
Yeah.
7 years building it.
And then park it up.
Pop out some kids. Never go 50s.
I'm loving the brake lines as well.
You sure these are metal?
Give it a go.
Oh yeah, it's much better.
It's better, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
We need to do the other side now.
Get your bottle jack out.
Get your bottle jack out, mate.
Go down. You can go down there.
We just smoked it around there.
Oh, what, round on the corner?
Yeah.
It's a bit ticky.
Mate, don't even start.
Sorry?
Don't even. I change every single tap in it.
Oh, really?
It's still the same.
Is it ST engine or is it a silver? Yeah, black top.
Nah,
Silver? Black top.
No, right.
Been a while since I've seen this car.
Me too, man. Pass it, go to work every day.
Did always, what wheels did it have? They didn't have these wheels on it before.
Nah, mini lights. But they're only 6 days, man. The question trying
Let's
not
have a
to
look.
die.
And the carbon fibre
Oh, mate.
wrapped on it.
Yeah, and the mission of trying not to die out was putting fucking bigger wheels and everything on it, and then it turns out I think it was just a falling. Fucked up. Now it's all right. Getting up.
Yeah, man.
Oh yes.
Tell us, but still forgotten it, man.
Just launch it.
We're normally out there, aren't we? Just lost in the bush.
I might have a oil cap. I'll grab
Oh,
one
mate,
for him.
that was one of Gary's ideas, man. He smashed it off to make it look nice.
Oh really?
Yeah,
It looks like you haven't got an oil cap.
I know.
What size turbo is it? It's little.
28.
Oh, is it a disco potato?
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Well, everything's painted the same colour.
Yeah, yeah, the turbo.
It was.
What's it go like? Is it all forged as well, isn't it?
No.
No.
No, it's standard.
Oh, is it?
Standard stuff. I think it's got ALP bolts in it, that was it. I never even pulled
So
it
we
apart,
need
I think.
ALP bolts. That's what we're going to get. Fucking whack a max turbo on it. ALP bolts done.
It's only what, 10 psi, about 240, so.
Yeah, it's probably similar to the Sierra.
Mate,
Goes
I
alright.
drive around on 5 psi boost everywhere, man. Every time I take it out,
It's got a small intercooler on it.
it's
off a truck.
Massive, isn't it?
Yeah, man. It's a beast of
that
it.
big, is it?
It's a beast of an intercooler.
It's put right,
I think it's
Ready
about
for when you
similar size.
build a forged engine for it. Bang the boost out.
mate, honestly, man. If you drive
It's an old Escort with a turbo lump in
yeah,
it.
but it's got fucking everything's rose joint and compression.
As it all bang, yeah, it drives like a Bentley then.
Mate, I was trying to convince a neighbour to swap it for his Bentley earlier, but he weren't having it.
Jokes. Of course, I've got to cut down an Allen key so I can get it in the gap. Right tool for the job. Taken the small compressor housing off the small turbo and took it into work. Managed to weld on a little boss, drill it out, tap it, and then put that union on. It did have a takeoff here. This actually gets in the way of the V-band after I welded that on, so I've had to move it to here. And this is going to be the signal for the external wastegate and the internal gate that runs and bypasses the little turbo. Bolt this back on and I can start plumbing all the other pipes up. So link pipes all on, V-bands up, clamped up, got my little union down there for the boost signal to the wastegates. I've got a takeoff here for the boost gauge that's going to tell me how much the big turbo is pumping into the little turbo, and then next up I can put the inlet manifold on and run the boost feeds out to the map sensor, the fuel pressure regulator, and the other boost gauge that will be inlet total boost. So let's get it on. So that's the vacuum takeoffs done. I had to block this one up because I don't need it, but yeah, I'm going to have that'll be map sensor, boost gauge, and fuel pressure regulator. Right, so I've got all the boost pipes back in, charge coolers loosely mounted, done the throttle cable, the fuel lines, the injector cabling, all the fuel regulators in, vacuum lines are on. I've just got to do the ones for the wastegates, get a little T-piece, got to do the breather pipes and the breather pot, finish off mounting the strut brace in. It's looking like an engine bay full of stuff. I think that's pretty much it for this video. Surely in the next video I've got to be taking this around the block. There's not a lot left to do, let's be honest. I think I'm just going to throw the heater vent thing to one side, get the dash mounted, finish off the wiring and the gauges, put some coolant in it, and I'll hopefully get Zach over with the laptop and we can give this thing a bit of a blast around the block.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Check out the shop with all of the merch in. There's a link in the description below. Until next time, I'll catch up with you guys later. Take it easy.